I'm Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. Today we have a moon salutation. I don't often do moon salutations, but I really do enjoy them. They do require a lot of deep knee bending and squatting, so sometimes it's not great for every body, but you don't have to squat as deep or take the knee bends as deep, so please modify according to your body's abilities. Feel free to use blocks. I don't use them in the class, but they might be helpful just to raise the ground up. So grab your blocks if you have them. And remember to be kind to yourself. So this practice, it opens up the hips a lot. It's often done towards the end of the day as you're getting prepared maybe for bed. Not as you're preparing for bed, but so that your hips are open and you can have a good night's sleep. So you might choose to do this after work, after dinner. Anytime you feel like it, though, you can certainly do this class. I hope you enjoy. Come into mountain pose at the center of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. Inhale, lift those arms up, gaze up. Exhale, chin to your chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Okay, inhale up. Hold here as exhale, bring your palms together. Inhale, lean to the right. Exhale, come up. Inhale to the left. Exhale, come up. We're going to step our feet nice and wide. Turn those toes to the corners and bend those knees. So goddess or temple pose. Knees and toes in the same direction. Bend the elbows, palms face up. Breathe here. Engage the core, pelvic floor and belly. And then we straighten the legs. Turn those toes to the long side of the mat. Extend those arms. 5-pointed star. So root down, lengthen up, reach through your fingertips. Breathe. Turning the right foot to the short side of the mat. Pivot the back, left heel back. Triangle pose. Lean and tilt. Maybe gaze up. Bringing yourself up, we're going to turn to face the right foot. You might like to bring your left foot in. Draw your right hip back, your left hip forward. If you can keep your right leg straight, you're going to do that as you lengthen forward. Keeping your hands on your hips, bringing your hands to your thighs, to your shins. Some of you might bring it to the mat. Some of you might use blocks to raise the ground up. Feel free to bend your knees slightly if that helps. Keep drawing, right hip back, left hip forward. So you can lengthen or you could bow down. Bend into the front knee, step that left leg back, lower the knee, uncurl the toes, low lunge, raise the arms up. Bringing our hands down to the inside of your foot. Curl the back toe under, lift the knee up, and then plant that left foot down. And I'm going to turn my torso to face the long side of the mat. So it's a side lunge or skandasana. Now, if it's safe for your knee, you could bring your knee past your toes and lift the left toes up towards the ceiling. We could keep our hands on the mat or bring our palms to our heart. Bring your hands down. Walk yourself to the center of the mat. Heel toe your feet in and then sink into your squat. If you can't bend your knees that much, you could stay up higher. Rest your elbows onto your thighs. Or palms to your heart, your elbows press the inner thighs out. Bring your hands down. Heel toe the feet nice and wide. This time turn your left foot to face the short side of the mat. And walk. So side lunge here. Walk your hands to the inside of your foot. Again, knee could go past the toes if it's safe. Flex your right toes up. Stay on your fingertips. Bring your palms to your heart. Make sure you can breathe. Release. Lift up. Let's come into our low lunge. Lower the knee, uncurl the toes, raise those arms up. Bring those hands down, curl the back toe under, lift the knee up. You could step that foot in, start to straighten that front leg. So right hip forward, left hip back, lengthen your spine. You could have a slight bend in the knee if you need it, and maybe you want to bow your head down. And again, you could have blocks to rest your hands on. And then for me, I know I need to step my right foot further back, take my left hand on the inside of my leg, and then open my arms up, lengthening up into triangle pose. So make sure you're not collapsing inwards. Lengthen both sides of your waist. Bring ourselves all the way up. Turn the toes to face the long side of the mat. 5-pointed star. Bring the heels in one at a time. Bend the elbows. Sink down. Goddess temple pose. Then lengthen up. Bring the palms overhead. Step the feet together. Inhale to the right. Exhale as we come up. Inhale to the left. Exhale as we come up. And bring the palms to the heart. Okay, we're going to do that again on the other side. So inhaling our arms up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, lean to the left. Exhale, come up. Inhale, lean to the right. Let's step out into Goddess temple pose. Bend those knees, bend the elbows, knees and toes in the same direction. Engage your core. 5-pointed star. Straighten arms and legs. Toes face the long side of the mat. Take up as much space as you can. Okay, triangle on that left side. Left toes turned to the short side of the mat. Pivot the back heel back. Lengthen and tilt. Bring yourself up. Maybe step this right foot in. Turn the hips to face forward now. Right hip forward, back. Left hip back. Lengthen the spine. Flat back. Stay here. Hands down onto your legs somewhere or to the mat. And maybe bow your head down. Bend into your front knee. Step the right leg back further. Low lunge. Uncurl the toes. Making sure left knee doesn't go past the toes as you gaze up. Bring our hands down to the inside of our foot. Curl the right toes under. Lift the knee up. Plant the foot down. So face your torso to the long side of the mat. And if it's okay, you can bend the knee past the toes. We can keep our hands to the ground. We can bring our palms to the heart, or we can come into a twist. So keep your left hand on the mat and open the right arm up. Bringing the hand down, slowly walk to the center of the mat. Heel toe your feet in. Sink down. Squat. Bring those hands down. Heel to toe those feet nice and wide. Turn the right foot to face the short side of the mat. Walk into side lunge here. Hands on the inside of your foot. And again, knee can go past the toes. Left toes could face up. Hands on the mat, palms to the heart. Or extend that right arm out in front of your knee. And extend the left arm up as we kind of twist and open up. And then release. Let's come into our low lunge. Facing over our right leg. Uncurl the left toes. Raise the arms up. Bringing our hands down. Belly is in. Curl the back toe under, knee up. Step that foot in. Start to straighten that right leg, and then right hip back, left hip forward. Find length through your spine, and then maybe bow down. And feel free to use props here if you have them available. But just raise the ground up. And then moving into our triangle pose, you might need to step your left foot back a little bit. Take your right hand on the inside of your leg, and then open up, and then stretch up. Keep the length through both sides of the body. Bring yourselves all the way up. Turn those toes to face the long side of the mat. 5-pointed star. Bring the heels in, toes point out, bend those elbows. Goddess temple pose. And then straighten up, palms overhead. Inhale to the left. Exhale as we up. Inhale to the right. Exhale as we come up. And then inhale the palms to the heart. So that was our moon salutation for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.